Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Jedi. Today is a follow-up of the George Floyd video that I recently posted about 2 weeks ago on my channel. So if you guys haven't watched that, make sure you guys go check that out either before this or after this. Does not matter. But today we're going to be talking specifically about Thomas Lane, who's one of the 4 officers involved in the death of George Floyd, and he was put into jail. And of course, they posted bail for all 4 of the officers. 3 of them were at $750,000. Of course, the main officer, Derek Chauvin, was at, or is still at, $1.25 million. So Thomas Lane's bail has been paid off and he's now free. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So let's go. All right. So to start off, of course, we need to have the backstory. So we have Derek Chauvin, who's the main officer, and the 3 officers who were just on top of George Floyd. So they were all convicted, but of course, Derek Chauvin was a little bit more pushed, and he kind of had more charges on him when the other officers did not have that many charges. And the reason is because of the fact that Derek Chauvin had his knee on George Floyd, and that's basically what started the whole controversy. So the other 3 officers, of course, were charged, but not to the extent that Chauvin was. So that's why Thomas Lane was at $750,000 versus Derek Chauvin, who's at $1.25 million. So if you're wondering how he could get off so easily, well, it's because of the fact that he wasn't the main officer. Okay. So number 2 of the most concerns that I got was the fact that people were asking me how Thomas Lane was actually able to garner up all that money to pay it off, you know, because he was a police officer and his wife was just a normal woman. So like, where'd he get all the money? Well, his fans, like, he had a fandom, and they pretty much wanted to protest, and they probably pretty much wanted to bring justice to the officers because they thought that they were because they thought that the officers were wrongfully charged. So what they decided to do was they created their own little PayPal circle. It was like a little PayPal pool, and people would just donate money to that, and they were just basically raising money for the release of Thomas Lane. And they ended up raising a lot of money, and with a little bit of help from Thomas Lane's family, they were able to pull together the $750,000, which then later freed Thomas Lane. So, of course, there are other pools helping the other officers to get free, and of course, people are helping them as much as possible. And since they are on bail, they are going to try their best to get out. And that's basically that side. So Thomas Lane is not free. The other 3 officers are working on it, and that's where that stands. So now let's go to the other side, of course, the side that you guys are probably super hyped to listen about. That is, of course, the BLM protesters and the protesters that want justice for George Floyd. What they believe is that this should not be happening, and that they think that they think that Thomas Lane was part of injuring and killing George Floyd, and since he did that, he should not be let out of bail. But the justice was given, and of course, he served his time, and the judge said that he was on bail, and he paid it, so he's legally free. So one of the officers is now released, and most of the people who were supporting the officers in what they did are still believing that the officers are innocent, because we don't know for sure if it's an accident or murder, because we don't have any of the audio of what went on and what George Floyd said, and we also don't have any of the body cam evidence of what exactly happened in the car, so we will never know exactly why George Floyd was thrown to the ground. And I'll talk to you guys more about that in my other video. So if you guys ever wanted to clarify anything, it's probably one of my most controversial videos. A lot of people did not like that one, so I think you guys will enjoy it a lot. Make sure you guys go check that out. It's the George Floyd video. Just go on Google or YouTube, type in George Floyd Jedi Solomon. It will pop up with my face in the thumbnail. Make sure you guys go check that out. And I really hope that today you learned something about the fact that all lives matter is probably the thing that we should all follow, because of course Black lives matter, but all lives can't matter until Black lives matter, so it's all a part of the same thing. So one thing you should probably follow is just all lives matter, because at the end of the day, everyone's human. There's only one race, the human race. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at jedi.solomon, comment and DM me. Because if you comment on YouTube, that's cool, but I probably won't get it fast enough because I won't get a notification. But on Instagram, I will get the notification. So DM me there. We can have a lot of conversations about the stuff. And if you don't agree with me, or if you have a new point, I would love to hear it. So make sure you guys go to Instagram, DM me, and we can definitely have chats. Give me 24 hours to respond, and I will definitely respond to you. And I really hope to see you there. Also, guys, make sure you guys subscribe. Boom, right there. Alright. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.